Hey everyone, Black Box Engineering here. Today I kind of want to just talk about something that kind of makes me roll my eyes a little bit. So I think that moderation on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, whatever streaming platform that you can think of. I understand the need. I think moderation is important, and I understand the need for a automatic system, at least to filter out the first, to help it detect a little bit quicker. But I think that a lot of these sites need to do a little bit better of having actual teams that review. I know that's a little bit harder to do, especially since having an automatic system, it kind of defeats the purpose if you have a team. But I don't know. I feel like there should be some kind of happy medium there. For example, I tried streaming on TikTok with Balatro. That was not a good idea, I guess. I've heard that it's hard to stream that on Twitch too. Vaguely. I've even seen potential YouTube videos get flagged for gambling. But the thing is, I mean, on a very base level, I guess you could get potentially led into some kind of gambling with it. But the thing is, that's a very loose argument on a legal stance. It Even if it has those patterns, it's not investing actual money. I think gambling becomes a problem when you actually involve your real money. I guess it kind of incentivizes it on a very, very, very small basis, but it's literally just pixels on a screen. There's no real money going on. It's fake digital money. And I mean, and I'm sure that there's other things, not I could imagine that, let's say if there's a poker scene in Red Dead or something, I'm sure that these other platforms would maybe detect that. So I don't know, does anyone have any good way of solving this? Because I mean, in my opinion, there's no other way to do it but detect it automatically at some level, and then I don't know, have if someone appeals it for good reason and actually lets me type out a reason saying, hey, this isn't real gambling, this is just fake, on a try to make your argument. There's no system to do that, especially for small creators like me. And I'm like, I don't even matter in the grand scheme of things when it comes to content right now. I'm very small, but I'm just thinking that there needs to be a better way of moderation in today's internet realm. I'm not saying it doesn't have its place. It can detect really gross things too that I'd rather not talk about. I think that's important. But even then, it's completely imperfect because YouTube will not even catch certain things. I think someone tried showing a tutorial on something rather disgusting, and it allowed naked body parts. I don't think any nudity should belong, even if it's educational. I don't think it should belong on YouTube or TikTok or anything like that. And by the way, TikTok is terrible on their moderation when it comes to over PG-13 content, if you catch my drift. There's a lot of suggestive stuff already on there. There's those posts that they hide the explicit content with these weird filters that just randomly pop up. I don't want to see that. I've had to report those many times, but sometimes they don't even catch it. Sometimes deny my claim that there was something bad in those videos, and I'm like, are you serious? So that you'll immediately catch a problem with like a game, but your system won't detect that. And this is where having an actual team review things. I mean, that would be a pretty big team, because I know that TikTok is a huge platform and all that. I just think there's better ways of doing moderation in general, especially when it comes. I mean, comes to YouTube too, because, like I said, things can slip through the cracks, especially with the ads. Modern day ads have gotten disgusting for the most part, especially on YouTube. I don't know if I can put an exact number to it, but on my guess, I'd say like over 50% are either scam ads with misleading games, or misleading like health tricks. Oh, this doctor has some random trick that they found with, do this trick with a spoon and some ice 30 minutes a day to cure blindness. I'm exaggerating, but you've seen those kinds of videos. I'd have to say like 30% of ads on YouTube and maybe even other platforms are actually real, where they're showing a real product that's not scammy. It's filled with very suggestive ads too, if you've seen those types too. So they won't moderate that part, but they'll moderate everything else. I just find it kind of silly. I mean, no system is going to be perfect. I completely understand that, but I just kind of want to give my opinion that there needs to be a better way. I mean, I kind of wish that creators were allowed to join some kind of like moderation thing. I know that YouTube tried to do that with the YouTube Heroes. Remember that failure? But then it got into those kinds of people flagging videos left and right, making certain content creators suffer because they had a bias against them. If there was like a vetting process, that'd be cool. I feel like creators, at least those who don't have malicious intent towards others, if there's a vetting process for different creators to actually review content, whether it's paid or unpaid, it depends on if a deal can be made between a creator and the platform. For, in my opinion, it's something that I would like to do for free on most platforms. I think it's important to have good moderation, not necessarily censorship, but good moderation in the sense of actually filtering out good content from bad content. If a game is a game, then why bother? If there needs to be anything said, just give warnings that hey, gambling is a problem. Don't actually start going out to casinos and stuff. Just stick to virtual video games that have no actual spending involved, and other things. So, yep, just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on that. Nothing fancy, but it's kind of annoying. So I'm sure that you've seen all sorts of weird things. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.